Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another video as of today, another rebuild to be exact. This one's with a little bit tougher of a team. I mean, I'm not saying that the Bulls were great by any stretch of the imagination, but the Thunder are really, really bad. They have a super bright future because they got a bunch of draft picks from trading, who was it, Paul George. They got a bunch of draft picks from trading away CP3. They got some from trading away Westbrook. So they have a plethora of first round picks and even second round picks. So they are set for a while. And I like the direction that the Oklahoma City Thunder are heading in. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do what I would do if I was in the coach's seat of, or the, not the coach's seat, sorry. If I was in the GM seat of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So let's take a look at the rotation real quick. So we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is our main guy. This is going to be the guy that we're going to want to build around 100%. Next we have Al Horford, Lou Dort, Moses Brown, Mike Muscala, Darius Baisley, Kenrick Williams, Isaiah Roby, Tony Bradley, Ty Jerome, Theo Maledon, Gabriel Deck, Poca Poca, Svi Mikhailuk, Charles Brown Jr., Jalen Horde, Josh Hall. A lot of these players are young. I actually want to take a look. So other than Al Horford, okay, so they have Mike Muscala, Kenrick Williams, and Gabriel Deck. So they only have two players over the age of 25. Over 25. So they're a super young team. They have a lot of potential. They literally have, what, 4 players on the roster that can't even legally drink yet. So, like, they're a very, very young basketball team. So, but I do like that I really do like the direction that they're heading in. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. Al Horford doesn't even play for him this year, or he didn't play for them this year, excuse me. And to be honest, it's just a massive contract. It's not a contract that you want to have on your team, so I'm getting rid of it. I am going to see what I'm able to get from it. But this will be pretty much the only trade that we do for like a while. The rest of it is going to be like a true rebuild. But for right now, Al Horford is not the guy. Definitely not someone that we want on the team. So as soon as this loads, oh my lord, you guys are watching this live. Literally look at how long it takes. Anyway, so we have Malik Beasley wouldn't be bad. Chris Boucher would not be bad. But he is only on a 1-year deal. Josh Green would not be bad. Mitchell Robinson is interesting. That might be one that I'm heavily considering. Kyle Anderson might be interesting. Nesmith, Jared Allen. Jared Allen would also be interesting. If we do the Mitchell Robinson trade, yeah, so we're going to have to give up a first-round pick regardless. But we will get our starting center for at least a little bit. I want to take a look at their contracts to see if anybody has like a team option. So Mitchell Robinson has a team option. What does Jared Allen have a team option too? So no, he's just a straight 1 year. So I'm going to take the Mitchell Robinson deal just so that way I make sure that I can have a center for at least 2 years locked up. So that's pretty much going to be the only thing that we're going to change. This team is not very good. I don't want to give Kenrick Williams any minutes, though. I don't feel like he is going to be a player of the future. I do feel like Poca Poca is going to be a player of the future. I think that he's a very solid player. So we're going to give him a lot of minutes. I think Lou Dort could be a piece for the future. I don't know if I'll keep him in this rebuild, but he definitely, I could see being a defensive like monster. And he's even gotten a lot better on offense, too, for this Oklahoma City Thunder team that doesn't really have a lot going for him. But I definitely don't want 3 centers coming off the bench. That is for sure. I guess I could put Mike Muscala, as long as he's got, like, pretty decent, like, 3-point stats, which it looks like he's all right. I can move him to the power forward, but I think I'd rather have Darius Baisley take all of Muscala's minutes away. I do not want him getting any minutes. Put them all there. I want Maledon to get minutes, so all 16 can go to Maledon from Ty Jerome. I really don't want Tony Bradley in there either. I guess we could give him to Svi. Svi is actually a pretty good player. I really like the way Svi plays. He is a very good shooter. Can play a little bit of defense. So he is definitely, you know, he's definitely a really good player. So I really like Svi a lot. So this is going to be the rotation for now. It is nothing special, nothing to look at. Got Shea, got Lou Dort, got Poca Poca, got Isaiah Roby, Mitchell Robinson, Moses Brown, Darius Baisley, Theo Maledon, and Svi. Now, I got to be honest, I want to be bad this year. That's kind of the whole purpose of a rebuild, right? So, and the Thunder have 2 first-round picks. They can be huge. If those 2 first-round picks give me 2 like top 5 picks, we have our future set. So, it is extremely important that we tank this year. It's extremely important that we don't play very well. So, I am going to see you guys at the end of year 1. If you guys haven't watched any of my rebuilds, I always let the first season sim through, and then after that, I have a total of 3 off seasons. So in the year 2024 on the game, I have to win a championship that year. Otherwise, I lose the challenge. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and just sim to the end of the season. I'll see you guys there. So here at the end of year 1, I expected us to be bad. I really didn't expect us to be this bad, though. We did end up last in the power rankings, 15th, which is dead last in the conference as well. Giannis ends up winning MVP, LaMelo Ball Rookie of the Year, 6th Man of the Year goes to Enes Kanter. That surprised me. Usually it's Precious Achiuwa. So next it'll be Defensive Player of the Year. Guaranteed it's going to go to Giannis. And I bet the what's the last one? Most Improved, definitely going to Christian Wood. So here's Giannis, and here's Christian Wood. Yeah, literally, I just hate, just a quick rant, I really hate that in 2K, especially if you do the first year of the sim, you're going to get Christian Wood and your Most Improved every single year unless you do a fantasy draft. Every single year, you're getting Christian Wood there. It's just actually annoying. But anyway, sorry about that. So I do have Steve Nash as Coach of the Year, winning 57 games. Cody Toole, Executive of the Year, so I'm assuming they're from the same team. I'm sure we didn't have anyone on all NBA teams, but I'll still check it out, you know. It'll still be interesting to see. So no, nothing there. Pokazewski did end up getting all-rookie first team, which is always nice to see. So who knows, maybe he can be a piece of us for the future. So I want to take a look at the stats real quick. I'm sure Shea still did really good. Yeah, 27 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Pokazewski had 17 points. Wow, he's our second leading scorer. I really like to see that, actually, with 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Theo Maledon had 12, 1, and 3. Mitchell Robinson had about 12 and 8. Not too bad. Moses Brown followed him up with about 11 and 7. So, once again, really not too shabby. But Lou Dort is, you know, a little bit lower, which, you know, I do wish he had just a little bit more scoring, but you know what? This isn't real life, so this is just a sim. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the playoffs here. It looks like the Lakers end up winning in 7, so nothing really new there. LeBron ends up Finals MVP, but it was kind of cool that they took on the Bucks instead of the Nets. Most of the time, it is the Nets. So we're going to go to the league meetings, make sure that everything is rejected. There we go. Everything's rejected. And we're going to go into the draft lottery. So we should have number 1 odds, which it looks like we do. And then we should have a second pick, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought we had a second pick. So let's see. We dropped to 3. So we have pick 3 and pick 5, so I was right. So we have pick 3 and we have pick 5, which are 2 picks in the top 5. The only thing that I'm worried about is I would love to get Cade Cunningham on the team. I feel like Cade Cunningham, along with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is just an absolute recipe for success. And I'm sure that with all my heart that he is going to go number 1 overall. So, with that being said, I definitely might have to trade up, which sucks. But okay, Adam Navarro, he rejected, so I guess we'll get, I don't even know, like, none of these guys really have badges, so I guess we'll go Benjamin Moore. That works for me. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much all that I'm going to be doing for, like, the signings and stuff. I think we already have our full roster. It doesn't even really say. Or our full coaching staff. That's what I meant to say. So, I'm going to go to the draft here. I do want to take a look at the prospects. Yeah, so everybody has him at number 1. And he's more than likely going to go there because well, actually, was it the Kings that had number 1 overall? Hold on, let me look, because if they take Cade Cunningham along with already having De'Aaron Fox, I would truly be shocked. I would truly be shocked. Okay. I feel like the Sacramento Kings, realistically, but this is 2K. This is 2K. I think I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to take my shot because regardless, I'm probably going to be able to get Evan Mobley or Green. I can't even think of his name right now. Josh Green, Jalen Green, something like that. Jalen Green, I think. So I'm going to be able to get one of those two or Evan Mobley. I will be taking whoever is there. I'm going to take my shot at it. I'm going to take my shot and hope that he falls. If he does end up falling to 2, I'll probably trade up. Okay, so they did pick Cade, which is very shocking. They literally have De'Aaron Fox, who is truthfully such a good young point guard. I love him. So now, honestly, I don't care. Evan Mobley goes 2. Great. So now we have pick 3 and we have pick 5. I really would like to get Jalen Green, and I would really like to get Jonathan Kuminga. I just don't know. Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I think I'm going to try to go with Kuminga here in the first round, and then hope that Suggs goes 4, and then hopefully take Jalen Green at 5. If not, I guess we can always take Suggs. I just don't really like... I just feel like Jalen Green would be a better fit alongside Shea. But honestly, I'm fine with either one. So I'm going to take Jonathan Kuminga first. I'm not going to pass up a chance on having a player like Jonathan Kuminga. And so Jalen Green does go 2 or go 4. So yeah, we have Jalen Suggs. Yeah, that's going to be the pick for sure. I don't want to overthink it at all. So I'm going to sim to the end here. Not sure why it took so long. So rookie signing, definitely want to bring those two. Terrence Clark, it looks like we picked up. RIP to the Mans. Such a sad story. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So I definitely want to sign those guys. And look at all of these team options. I mean, oh my goodness. So I'm not going to bring back Ty Jerome. I'm not going to bring back Kendrick Williams. I'll bring back Isaiah Roby, but I don't want Gabriel Deck either. So... yeah, we have a lot going on here. I'm not going to offer Tony Bradley an offer. So, here in Moratorium, let's see, for bird rights, it looks like we don't have any bird rights on anyone. Now, this is interesting because we have a lot of cap room. Obviously, we have no, young players, or we have all young players, so we don't have any big contracts. So we could go out and make a free agency signing. I'll take a look at the roster first, though, just so you guys can kind of see. So this is what I'm thinking for the... oh, we can't look at that during the season. Okay, so this is what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to go ahead and move Shea to the 2. I like that play a lot. So we're going to run Jalen Suggs at the 1. We're going to run Shea Gilgeous-Alexander at the 2. Kuminga at the 3. Baisley at the 4 or Pokazevsky. I haven't decided. I might move Pokazevsky to the 4 and then have Mitchell Robinson for this first year. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson after this year is going to be a free agent. I don't know if I will re-sign him. It depends on how much money he's wanting. But for now, it'll have to do. Do I move Pokazevsky to the 4? I think I'll rock with Baisley one more year, but make Pokazevsky the 6th man off the bench. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, we really don't need anyone is the main issue that I'm having because we still have a lot of players to develop. I think I'm going to try to trade one of either Baisley or Isaiah Roby. And I think it's going to be Baisley just because... you know, I don't know. I just feel like this is a pretty good move. I feel like we'll get a little bit better of a result out of him as opposed to against Isaiah Roby. So let's see if we can find anything. So 2 firsts, 1 would be next year. That might not be a bad one. Get Miles Bridges. Oh boy, that's a good offer. That's a really good offer. Miles Bridges, okay. Buddy Hield would not be bad, but we just picked up Jalen Suggs, so we don't really need another 2 first-round picks again. Another 2 firsts. This one's the Houston Rockets next year, first-round pick. That might be super solid. With these first-round picks, shoot, should I go with the Hawks or should I go with the Rockets? I think I'm going to take my shot on the Rockets. I do think that they'll be a little bit worse of a team. We're going to clear up some more cap space, not like we really needed to, and we're going to actually try to sign John Collins. I think that he would truly help out the team quite a bit. I hope that he accepts that. Okay, so it doesn't look like he's going to. He probably won't, and that is okay. But I still wanted to try just because it is John Collins. So I'm going to offer him a little bit more. I'll give him close to that's the max we can literally offer him. So we will go ahead and give you a team option. We will front load it, and that is the best we can do. If you don't want to accept that, that's fine, but that is the best we can do. And he looks like he does. So we did get our power forward. Did I probably overpay for him? Yeah, but now we do have our power forward. We'll go ahead and skip through. So we still have like $43 million in cap room that I'm just not going to touch because we have to sign Shea next year. So for player progression here, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander goes up in 4 to a 91 overall. John Collins goes up to an 87. Mitchell Robinson up to an 84. Lou Dort up 1 to an 80. Moses Brown up to a 79. Jalen Suggs obviously stays the same. We just picked him up. Poca goes up to a 77. Theo Maledon up to a 77. Roby up to a 77. And Kuminga, we just picked him up, so he is still at the same. So we're going to hop into the training camp, send a lot of our young guys to untapped potential, of course. I feel like that's the only one that's really worth anything, to be completely honest with you. So I'm going to load in the 2022 draft class and go to the training camps. And for untapped potential, what do we have here? So John Collins is at an A. I feel like I kind of want to move him up, but at the same time, we got a bunch of young guys that I really want to move up. So I'll send 1 to Jonathan Kuminga. I will send 1 to Jalen Suggs, and I will send 1 to Pokazevsky. Send him up to an A potential as well. So this is kind of what I'm thinking for the rotation this year. Have Suggs at the 1, SGA at the 2, Kuminga at the 3, Collins at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5. Lou Dort, I don't want him coming off, or I don't want him as the 6th man. I want him a little bit lower. I love Lou Dort. I think he is a really good player. But just for right now, for this simulation and this challenge, I really don't want him to be the 6th man. So, and plus that'd be taking minutes away from Shea, harming his development too. So, a lot of thought put into it, but I think this is going to be the rotation we're going into. With Pokazevsky, Moses Brown, Lou Dort, and Theo Maledon off the bench. So I don't really know what else we would be able to do at this point, so hopefully we can get probably like close to the playoffs. We have the Rockets pick, so hopefully they're bad again next year, and we can, land another top guy. But for right now, we are just going to send him into the regular season and hope that we get a good pick or we somehow make the playoffs. All right, so I am back. This is going to be at the end of year 2. So obviously, if you guys can remember, I am in a different point in time right now. This is recorded on a different day. This is like a part 2 of it. Honestly, I just got caught up with some stuff, so I went ahead and finished it, and this is the next day. So that's why I have, that's why I look a little bit different. That's why, I'm kind of refreshing everyone. So, just so I can kind of get it back in my mind. So, this is pretty much the end of year 2. We will have, or technically year 2. So I simmed through the 2020 season. The 2021 off season is my first off season. Then I get 2 more off seasons after that to be able to win a championship. In the year 2024, I have to win a championship. If not, I fail the challenge. Anyway, Luka Doncic wins MVP with ridiculous numbers. Our Jalen Suggs ends up winning Rookie of the Year, averaging 15, 4, and 6 on pretty good shooting splits, to be honest. Cade Cunningham wins 6th Man of the Year. Somehow they're playing Cade Cunningham behind De'Aaron Fox instead of alongside of him. Don't know what they're doing there. Jonathan Isaac wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Most Improved goes to Malachi Flynn. Stan Van Gundy wins Coach of the Year, winning 54 games. And Michael Meyer, how coincidental, ends up winning 54 games as well as Executive of the Year. So, we did end up as a 6th seed. I hope that we have, I know we'll have some players on the rookie teams, but I was hoping for an All-NBA team. No Shea. Okay, that's fine though. So, we do have Jalen Suggs and Jonathan Kuminga on all-rookie first team, so that is always super nice. I love to see that. So right now we are the 6th seed. I want to take a look at the season stats real quick, kind of see how we were looking. So yeah, SGA had a fantastic year. John Collins had a very good year as well. Yeah, actually, he had a very good year. Huge jump from 14 points to almost 22. So he was probably in the running for Most Improved, to be completely honest with you. So pretty much 22 and 10. You really can't argue with that. Jalen Suggs was our rookie, one of our rookies. Super good year. Averaged 15, 4, and 6, shooting 50% from the field and 33% from 3. Pokazevsky was our next leading scorer with 14.5, 4 and 4. Jonathan Kuminga was our other rookie who averaged 12. 5 or 6 and 3. So we had a very, very solid team this year. So I really like the way that things are going. I really do. We have a big free agency season though, mostly due to the fact that SGA is on his last year of the deal. Hopefully we can, finesse the system, get him on the qualifying offer, but it's not looking good. It is definitely not looking good. But hopefully, we can just keep progressing this team. We can just keep getting better and better. So, right now we are playing against the Lakers, which is probably the toughest first-round matchup you can get. Who have Dennis Schroeder, KCP, LeBron, Davis, and Drummond, so no real changes there. We're going to lose this round, so I'm just going to go ahead and sim. Yeah, we ended up losing in 6, so I'm glad that we won 2 games. That does give me a lot of promise. And it looks like the Lakers ended up getting knocked out in the conference finals. The Heat end up winning in 7 games. Bam Adebayo is your finals MVP. That's actually really cool to see. You don't really see that too often, the Heat actually winning it. So I definitely want to reject all these, just so that way nothing crazy happens. I don't know if we'll have any picks. So it looks like we should have pick 8 and pick 10. That's actually not bad at all. So we dropped the 1 spot, so we have pick 9 and pick 10. What do I want to do with those picks? I'm really not sure. So we'll go to the staff signing real quick. We'll take care of all this business. Honestly, the CFO doesn't really matter too much, so we'll get Samuel Olsen there. For the trainer, I definitely want the best available, so I will offer him way more than he wants. Head coach is kind of important, actually. Mike D'Antoni or Steven Silas. I think I'm going to go ahead and offer... I think I'm going to give an offer to Steven Silas. I'm going to give him close to $5 million a year. If he doesn't accept that, then we're going to have some issues. So hopefully he accepts. I'm going to give Peterson an offer, and I'm going to try to get maybe... None of those guys are interested. No one's interested with this young team. Okay, this guy is. So hopefully we can sign everyone. It doesn't look like Sam Olsen is wanting to. We did end up getting that trainer, which is huge, because now we can get 3 training camps instead of just the original 2. So I guess we'll go ahead and sign Noah Vincent. Sure, I don't care about CFO. I do care about assistant coach, though. I know that guy wasn't interested. So maybe Nate Tibbetts will offer him a contract. So yeah, now we're all filled out. Love to see that. I guess we'll head into the draft. I'm thinking I want to see like what players do we have under contract right now? So we only have Collins, Kuminga, and Suggs on contracts right now. So I don't think that we're going to have a whole lot going for us. I am going to try to... We have 9, 10, and 18. Can we pair all three of those together for a good player? Serge Ibaka and Nerlens Noel is interesting. Rashawn Holmes and Devontae Graham is very interesting. We can move up to pick 7 and get Harrison Barnes. We could get Tim Hardaway Jr. and Mason Plumlee, Dario Saric and Isaiah Jackson. Not really what I'm looking for. I'm going to try, because this is who I got to take a look and see who is in this. This is the Imani Bates draft class, and the Chet Holmgren draft class, and the Victor Wembanyama draft class. I don't even know how to say his name. I don't really care. I want Chet Holmgren. I really do. I love... But the thing is we have John Collins. Is there any possible way we can get number 1 overall? I doubt it, but I have to try. So I'm sorry, you guys, but... because this might take a little bit longer than normal. But honestly... I've got to try it. I have to try it this year. It's the San Antonio Spurs. We have pick 9. We have pick 10. Will they do that? No. What about pick 18? No. What about if I give you... Because I can't use these 2024 picks. Those are going to be pretty much right at the end of the rebuild. Can I give you this pick too? Seriously? I'll give you one more. One more. From the Rockets. Okay. So we're getting... we're probably going to get Victor because... Yeah, we're going to get Victor, I think. Because, see, the thing... Here's my thought process. We have Jalen Suggs running point guard, and he's playing really well right now. I don't want to ruin that. We have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's playing very well. Jonathan Kuminga, pretty much going to be our small forward of the future. We have John Collins for right now, who had just had a monster season last year. And then our centers right now, we don't have any of them under contract. So I could re-sign probably Mitchell Robinson, or I could re-sign Moses Brown. But the thing is, if we get a young guy, he's going to be on a he's going to be on like a rookie contract. So it's going to save us a little bit of money. Yep, we're going Victor. We're going Victor, and I don't care about the rest. I was going to say I don't think I have any more picks, but I'm going to send to the end of the year. So we got Victor. I'm very, very, very happy about getting Victor. Absolutely phenomenal player. I'm going to let Isaiah Roby walk. I do kind of want to keep Lou Dort. Not like he's going to be a huge piece, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we can hopefully get him on the qualifying offer. I think for bird rights, I think I'm going to try... Okay, so Mitchell Robinson is not interested in signing with us. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and offer Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a max contract, and we are going to give him a player ETO, and hopefully be able to cheat the system here, and he will... yeah, and he accepts his qualifying offer. So, that is the thing I love about 2K. It's absolutely fantastic. I would love to keep Mitchell Robinson, but apparently he doesn't want to stay here, which is fine. I mean, if you don't want to stay on a team that has a chance at winning a championship, go for it, brother. We have Moses Brown here back on, one of the team options. We got every piece that we need to build around. So I want to just take a look and see if there's anything that we truly need. We have our point guard situation pretty much figured out. Same with our shooting guard. Same with our small forward. So maybe use a backup power forward. Maybe we could sign a backup power forward. Other than that, honestly, we just have such a... Or we could sign Kevin Durant. Or we could sign Kevin Durant. Or we could sign Kevin Durant. His best offer is 4 years, $181 million. So this would be 4 years, what, like $160 million, right? Yeah, I don't want to do that. As much as I would love to get Kevin Durant, I truly don't want to do that. I think I would rather have a younger player. I think maybe a Jaren Jackson Jr. That one might not be a bad option. Yeah, we'll go ahead and front load it too, and no. We'll just give him a flat option, and we'll even give him a player option. Would he accept something like that? It's not looking... Okay, there we go. So, we got Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't even know what we're going to do at the power forward position. We're so good at the power forward position, it's absolutely insane. I guess I could try to see if we could sign another point guard, backup point guard, but I don't even like any of these options. Maybe Mac McClung, but I'm not going to waste my money on him. So we are absolutely stacked. I got to be completely honest. John Collins goes up 1 to an 88 overall. Jaren Jackson Jr. goes up to an 86. Jonathan Kuminga goes up to an 82. Victor stays the same. Pokusevski goes up to an 81. Moses Brown up to an 81. Lou Dort stays the same. Jalen Suggs up to an 80. And Theo Maledon does stay the same. But it looks like he got better on his inside and his mid-range. So all these players are improving. I love it. I absolutely love it this year. We're absolutely killing it. So I am just going to load into the next year. Go ahead and load in the 2023 draft class. And we're going to go to the training camps real quick. So obviously send untapped potential to all of our young guys that are not already A+. So we'll send John Collins to there. We will send untapped potential to Jaren Jackson Jr. And we will send untapped potential to probably Kuminga. Kuminga or Suggs. I feel like Suggs, since he already had a really good rookie year, I feel like that's going to be the way to go. So our team is insane. Our team is absolutely insane. So we still have Suggs, SGA, Kuminga, Jaren Jackson Jr. They want to start Jaren Jackson Jr. over John Collins. I don't agree with that one, but either way, it's fine. I really could care less. Pokusevski, Lou Dort, Moses Brown, and Theo Maledon. We have a 10-man rotation right now. I'd be fine with going to 9. Why do we have Myers Leonard on the team, honestly? Why do we have him? I feel like we could go 9. I feel like we can honestly go 9. I don't think Jalen Suggs is such a young player. I don't really think he needs a backup. But I don't really want to waste Theo Maledon either. Is there any sort of trade I could get for Theo Maledon? Like, if I were to do... I meant to go Trade Finder. If I were to do Theo Maledon... Actually, let me see if his overall goes up as a shooting guard. Theo Maledon, right here. Yep, it goes up 1, so nothing too crazy, but... and then we'll go to the trades in the Trade Finder. Can we get Theo Maledon? And we'll go with a future first. Is there anything we could get for Theo Maledon? I don't think we would really need a very good, like... I don't think we would need a backup point guard. I really don't. Jalen Suggs is going to be kind of that guy of the future for us. Not like there's too much left of the rebuild, but I feel like it could be pretty nice. Nothing really, honestly. Maybe another draft pick for next year. Rashawn Holmes and Devontae Graham, they really want those guys gone. They really do. Dennis Schroeder and Valentine. Valentine's on the Lakers now. I feel bad for them. Josh Green. I feel like this guy always is being willing to be traded. This is a 23 first-round pick from the Suns. That's kind of a tough thing to figure out. I feel like this one's probably our best bet. We're giving away a future. Yeah, that's fine. I really don't care. It's not like it's going to do too much. So, we are going to go ahead and go to the coach game plan. We are going to fix rotations manually. Okay. So, we will give some more minutes to Suggs, give some more minutes to Kuminga. And what? What just happened here? What? Okay. That's very odd. And we're going to go 9 deep. Okay. I think we're ready to go. I think we should be a pretty solid team this year. So I'm just going to send to the end of the regular season, and I'll see you guys there. Wow. I was expecting us to be good. I did not expect us to be this good, though. This is absolutely insane. So we ended up as the first seed in the conference, ended up as the #1 seed in the power rankings. So I'm very excited for where this team goes. I got to be honest. Yeah, that's really exciting. So Luka ends up winning MVP. Don't know who this is, but he ends up winning Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year over Victor? Yo, come on. Anyway, Jaden Hardy wins 6th Man of the Year, and he's a rookie, I'm pretty sure. Or no, he might be a 2nd year. Let's see. Years Pro 4. That's not right. Yeah, this is literally his rookie year. And he doesn't win it over this guy? He had more points, 4 fewer rebounds. I'll give them that. More assists, more steals per game, and I guess a little fewer blocks. I don't know. I guess it could have went either way. Anyway, Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Kyrie Lewis Jr. wins Most Improved. If you guys didn't know, that's one of my favorite rookies from this year's draft class, so I really love to see that. Steven Silas wins Coach of the Year with 59-23 record, and Harold Fox wins Executive of the Year with a 59-23 record. So, did we have anybody on any All-NBA teams? No, we did not. Any defensive teams? No, we did not. Rookie teams. Victor's there. Love to see that. And like I said, we are the 1 seed. We ended up going 59-23, like I said. I do want to check out some stats real quick. So, the stats for this year. Shea still went absolutely bonkers. John Collins had a very good season once again. Jalen Suggs kind of stayed around the same what he was at. He got a little bit better in the assists, the rebounds, and a little bit in the points. So he is improving. And he is shooting 54% from the field. That is insane. Anyway, Jonathan Kuminga, he did improve a little bit too in just about every aspect, shooting about 51% from the field. Not too bad. And his three-point percentage is about 36%, so truly not too bad. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 14 points a game. 14 and 5, not too bad. Victor, once again, 12, 6.5, and 3. Had a really good year. He had a really good year. So I'm very glad that we made that trade. I feel like he's a good center for us to have. Backed up by Moses Brown, who ends up having 7, 5, and about, half of a steal and half of a block per game. Lou Dort has just not been very good this year, or in this sim. I'm really not sure why. But for whatever reason, they've been holding Lou Dort back. I got to be honest. But anyway, the team is very good. You guys can clearly see that. Very good team, very good roster. I'm very excited for this. I think that we should have a pretty good shot at winning it all. It is 2K once again, so the Spurs ended up getting rid of DeRozan, unless if they're just on a, unless he's just on the bench. But we have DeJounte Murray, DeAnthony Melton, Chris Middleton, Keldon Johnson. I'm assuming this is a rookie. Yeah, a rookie. You have Devin Vassell off the bench, who is developing very nicely. Derek White, Ron Harper, Trey Jones, Jordan Nwora, Cam Thomas, Buddy Boeheim, Trey Lyles, JaVale. This team is like 10 or 11 deep. That's absolutely insane. Their bench is almost better than their starters, and that is not an exaggeration. DeAnthony Melton should not be starting over Devin Vassell, should not be starting over Derek White, Ron Harper, Buddy Boeheim. I don't think that he should be getting the start over him. Anyway, just because that team's kind of messed up, I do feel like we should win pretty easy. And we're taking on the Sacramento Kings in round 2, who have De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, Gary Trent Jr., Robert Woodard, and Tristan Thompson. I don't know, did they get rid of... Cade Cunningham is still there. Colin Sexton is off the bench. Davis Bertans is off the bench. Harrison Barnes, Chandler Hutchinson, Mark Williams, Maxi Kleber. Oh my lord. These teams have such deep benches. This one might be a struggle. Okay, they take game 3, we take game 4, and we win in 5. I definitely thought that one was going to be a struggle. And we're going up against the 7th seed Phoenix, which would have Tomas Satoransky as their point guard instead of Chris Paul. They have Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, DeAndre Ayton. Do they have a deep bench too? Saric, Jalen Smith, Hassan Whiteside, Javon Carter, Marcus Bagley. So not as good as some of the other ones, but they still have a pretty good bench, I gotta be honest. So let's take a look at 76ers, see if they change. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The 76ers went out and picked up James Harden. How? Literally how? What is his contract? He signed a contract for $5 million. There's no way this is right. There's no way. They have Ben Simmons, James Harden. I don't know who this small forward is. Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, Shake Milton, Mike Muscala, Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, Isaiah Joe, Paul Reed, Elijah Bryant. What? Ben Simmons, James Harden, Tobias Harris, and Embiid. We have a really good starting five, but that might be better. That truly might be better. Like, what? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And we end up winning in 6. I don't know how that makes any sense. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for the video. SGA is the Finals MVP, averaging 27 points per game on James Harden. No surprise there. Anyway, I have no idea. I don't know how we beat that team. That was the definition of a super team. Guaranteed if we were to sim one more year, the Sixers would be winning it. But anyway, that is not for me to say. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. What do you guys want to see next? I really like doing some of these younger teams, some of these bad teams like the Thunder. Obviously, I did the Bulls last time. But a lot of these teams do have some bright futures, so I really enjoy doing some of those younger teams. So if you guys have a specific team in mind that you want me to do, just let me know down below. I'd love to do your guys' favorite team. But that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is King Sanders signing out. Peace.